How's it going, good people? Welcome back to the CHILOMENT YouTube channel. And I know it's been a minute since I've been on, but I'm back. We got a lot of things to talk about. And for today, I want to get into something about the hip hop community. Yesterday, of course, was the Grammys, and it looked like a huge demonic circus to me. I don't watch the Grammys, but I happened to be in a location where, a TV was on to the Grammys. And I saw a couple things, and of course I walked out the room. But then, of course, when I woke up today, I saw a bunch of YouTube videos speaking on it, and it brought some things back up. For definitely the people in my age group and generation right before, hip hop was never meant to be what it is today. With all the killing, the sexual content, the disrespect on wax on record, it's just ridiculous. I don't even know what hip hop is, and to tell you the truth, I don't even know none of these new hip hop artists because I don't listen to them. Period. I don't let my kids listen to it. It's not played in my house. Matter of fact, it's not played past my front gate or on none of my property. None of the lots on none of that that's connected to my house. You cannot play a certain type of music. We're just not going for it here. But I want you to take a listen to what this brother here, wise, intelligent from the poor righteous teachers, rock this funky joint, classic. Back when the hip hop was about teaching people, and I think these people do not want you to learn anything. They want you at each other's throat, and you got to look at who runs these record companies, and then look at what's going on today. It's not just with music, but they have a certain way that they use to keep down people like me. And they know that you guys are very ignorant and quick to follow. Because half of you are out here trying to look like the rappers. You don't have a home, you don't have a car, you don't have a job, you don't have anything going for yourself, you don't own nothing but whatever's on your back for the day. But you're out here trying to be like a rapper, and you're risking your future, and you're killing people to get what these rappers have. But take a listen to this, and this is some truth.
Hip hop changing from positive to negative was not a consequence of history. It was not a circumstance of history. It was nothing that just happened on its own. It had nothing to do with the changing of the times. It had nothing to do with that. It had everything to do with the fact that there are people in this particular society who wants to see us exactly where we are. I believe it was JT, the bigger figure, who said the label.
Now, he just mentioned the name JT, the bigger figure. If you don't know who he is, he's the guy that started Trap Flicks. Started doing these low budget movies, but he used to be a West Coast rapper. Did some rapping with Tupac and a lot of legends out there, but he had to take the indie route. Excuse me. Once upon a time, he even moved over to Africa, to various states over there, trying to set up shop, But JT, the bigger figure, he's a big indie guy.
Executives came to him and said, "Yo, brother, we need you talking about guns and whores." You know what I mean?
That's right.
That happens. I've been in those meetings. Young Buck, he has.
Exactly. When you talk about guns and whores, you talk about violence, you talk about degrading things, of the nature of your people. That's what they want. But you don't see no other race, no other group of people rapping or singing like they have the Black Africans do. No other group of people. But they tell you this stuff right to your face, and none of you guys are smart enough to stand up and make an issue of this.
A song on his album that talks about police terrorism. The label said absolutely not. Jimmy Iovine said absolutely not. You cannot put that on the album because it might create an atmosphere that might put police officers' lives in danger.
Right. You hear what he said? They don't want you to talk about what's really going on, the police terrorism, which is real. They're the biggest terrorists in the Black community. Yes, any person. They just ride around just like slave catchers, the overseers. They give you dirty looks. You can be innocent as all outdoors, and these people don't care. You got to be a certain type of demon to be a police officer in the first place. Me personally, I don't give a fuck about no police. First of all, You chose that job, so you chose to be a demon. You chose a job where you can just run around and kill people. But then you got to take it back to the people that gave an authorization to go around and kill people. Those are some even bigger demons. And you got to remember, half these people are in these sort of secret organizations, and they do this stuff to bring up in the ranks. This stuff is real. But the name he mentioned, Jimmy Iovine, look at all the music he put out. What's his background? Who is his people? You don't see none of them doing it. You don't see none of them doing it. And that man sit up and got super rich off you guys, him and his buddies. And they just continue to do it. But they didn't want Buck to do that. They didn't want you to talk about what's really going on. That's why they shut out the KRS-Ones and all of the teachers, the poor righteous teachers, because they don't want the youth to be learning like we were learning back in the day, and we was picking up the knowledge.
So they took the record off, but they let him keep the other 14 songs on the album that talked about killing black youth. So this is what we're dealing with. We're not dealing with a circumstance or consequence of history.
Exactly. We're not dealing with a circumstance or a consequence of history. This is blatant. This is on purpose. So I challenge you guys to pay attention to what you're listening to. Pay attention to how these artists look, how they dress. Excuse me. These guys are doing straight paganism right in your face. When I was coming up, this wasn't even accepted. It wasn't acceptable. But then you see how things have changed after 9/11. That's for those of you all who are old enough to remember how things changed after September 2000. But better yet, how it changed after 2012. But better yet, after how Obama was elected, how things really got screwed up. It's not just the music, the movies. It's for you. They want you listening to this. They want you acting like criminals and thugs so you can be the scapegoat. So when they kill you, they have no issues. Oh, he's just from the hood. That's what they do. Why you think nobody making a issue about these guys running around, with their pants hanging off their asses, which is a form of sexual assault? But no one makes an issue about that. I'm gonna talk about that in another video. But I need y'all to hit that like and subscribe. I got a whole lot of more stuff I'm gonna be getting into. A lot of articles I've been running across, on the internet here as I do my daily reading, check my news and things like that, and things that a lot of people probably not even opening their mind up to even think about, man, what's really going on out here? Because they keep you broke and trying to focus on the next dollar that a lot of us is not even peeping what's really going on behind the scenes. Don't fall for the distractions. Bring the real hip hop back. Stop supporting these knuckleheads, these Uzi Verts, these demonic asses, Lil Nas X's and Travis Scott's and all of these Doja Cats and stuff. You can tell when they got blood running down them and horns on them and upside down crosses, all this other stuff. You guys, know the difference. Half you go to church every Sunday, but you do this. But that just lets you know what church really is. We'll break that down later too. Hey, hit that like and subscribe button. Help this channel grow. And let's talk. Get in the comments and let me know what your thoughts is. Hey, I understand everything is not the same. Everybody is not the same. I appreciate y'all point of view. I just want you to appreciate mine. We can go on to this more. I'm just dropping a couple, dimes on it right now. Hit that like and subscribe. Share this button. Let's start the conversation. Get hip hop back.